In a secret facility, a group of people led by archaeologist Hav Sullivan is waiting for an extremely valuable shipment to arrive. This shipment is transported by sea on a large cargo ship, then moved by helicopter and dropped in a secluded rural area. Once the shipment arrives, HAV and his advisor, Dr. Slatter, immediately order the security team to check the condition of the goods. Looking through a gap, they discover that a pair of giant birds are struggling violently inside the cage. To calm them down, a sharpshooter in the team named Dale uses a tranquilizer dart to shoot them. Both birds immediately fall unconscious. Believing the danger has temporarily passed, Hav orders everyone to open the crate and prepare to transport the birds to his private estate. However, as the work is underway, a security guard suddenly discovers that one of the birds still shows signs of movement in its eyes. Immediately, it lunges at him, attacking him directly in the neck. This horrific scene forces Dale and the rest of the team to put all their effort into trying to lock the birds back in the crate. 6 months after that incident, a bird expert named Keston arrives in Texas with the aim of finding a rare species of eagle. After stopping at a gas station to refuel his Jeep, he continues his journey of exploring nature, completely unaware that extremely dangerous giant birds exist in this area. Upon reaching a cabin, Keston leaves his luggage inside and goes deep into the forest, carrying his camera to capture images of the animals he encounters along the way. Meanwhile, elsewhere, his daughter Meddy constantly tries to call her father because many days have passed without her receiving any news. However, Keston does not answer the phone and continues his journey to find the mysterious bird. He crosses a forest surrounded by an electric fence with a danger warning sign. He throws his backpack over the fence and skillfully moves from tree trunk to get over. He is unaware that the land he is entering is owned by Hav Sullivan, where a pair of bloodthirsty giant birds are being kept. While continuing to explore the forest, Keston accidentally discovers the skull of a creature that appears to have been eaten by a mysterious predator. Feeling that something is wrong, he immediately hears a loud roar and decides to head towards the sound to investigate. Harvey is in the lab discussing current research progress with Dr. Slater. Apparently, Harvey found these prehistoric birds on a deserted island and is even cultivating their eggs in hopes of preserving the long-extinct species. However, Dr. Slater warns that the eggs have been infected with bacteria, causing the chicks to gradually die after hatching. Due to the isolation of the birds on the island, the chicks' bodies are completely unable to immune to the bacteria in the soil. This means that it is highly likely that none of them will survive. Hearing this, Harvey is furious, loudly demanding that Slater find a solution because he has invested a lot of time and money in this project. Nearby, Dale and his colleague Joel are busy collecting goods for Harvey when they suddenly hear frantic cries for help coming from the other side of the electric fence. They see Keston running in desperation with a bloody wound on his shoulder, identical to the claw marks of a wild beast. Keston screams for help while Dale tries to open the gate to rescue him. Dale quickly tells Joel to get a gun to break the lock, but it is too late. The giant bird suddenly lunges, knocking Keston to the ground, and with a fatal peck, it tears off his head. After this bloody tragedy, both are forced to return to report to Harvey. He is extremely angry at the negligence in his subordinates' security work and emphasizes that this is not the first time such an incident has occurred. Therefore, they need to find a way to cover it up quickly. However, Dr. Slater vehemently objects and believes that the authorities should be notified because an innocent person has died under the claws of these giant creatures. Hav coldly replies that he will never do that because if the government knows about the existence of this prehistoric bird species, they will surely seize them by force. Instead, Harvey orders his subordinates to dispose of Keston's body by staging a fake traffic accident to conceal the truth. Faced with this inhumane plan, Dr. Slater resolutely refuses this intention and finally decides to leave the project. Although Harvey is displeased with this attitude, he coldly orders his staff to prepare a car to take her home. When she tries to start the car, it doesn't start. Unfortunately for the doctor, Harvey had ordered Dale to sabotage the car beforehand. Harvey then cruelly releases the giant birds, and in just a moment, they brutally tear Dr. Slater to pieces. Meanwhile, in a university room, Meddy continues to try to call her father, but the phone does not respond. Worried that something bad has happened, she decides to go looking for him herself by using a GPS device to track his phone signal. Her roommate, FJ, offers to go along. Before setting off, FJ also invites two more friends, Brad and Justin. But in addition to Brad, Justin also brings his new girlfriend, TL. FJ soon realizes that the trip will not be pleasant, but still participates to the end, determined to find her father. After many hours of driving, the group stops at a gas station. Here, Taylor goes into the restroom and accidentally meets a motorcyclist named Chen. He brazenly tries to flirt with her, but is eventually punched by Taylor in a sensitive spot. Meanwhile, Medi asks the gas station attendant if he knows Keston. The man says that her father has a cabin in the woods near this area. At the same time, Dale and Joel also arrive to refuel. After accidentally overhearing the conversation, both quickly realize that Medi is the daughter of the intruder who was killed by the giant bird. They immediately report to Harvey, and soon after, Harvey orders his subordinates to eliminate Medi and her group of friends if they dare to approach the property. A few minutes later, as the group prepares to leave the gas station, Chen comes out. He is still resentful of Taylor's powerful punch, so he asks the gas station attendant where Taylor's group went, fabricating a reason that she left her phone in the restroom. The naive man believes him and says that the group just turned east, causing Chen to immediately chase after them. Then the group arrives at the cabin where Keston had been. Here, Medi turns on the GPS device and determines that her father is about 12 kilometers away. The group decides to walk through the forest. After a long distance, they stop to rest. At this time, Justin finds an opportunity to approach his ex-girlfriend Medi to ask why she left him. Medi is about to tell the truth, but Taylor unexpectedly interrupts, so she remains silent, thinking it best to leave the two of them alone. After resting, the group continues their journey until they encounter a large lake blocking their path. On a nearby tree, Medi discovers her father's. The group continues their journey walking through the forest, hoping that the rest of the journey will be more peaceful. At the cabin, Chen finally tracks them down and is ready to carry out his revenge plan against Taylor. Meanwhile, the group of young friends are completely unaware of what is happening at the cabin. They continue their search and discover a similar electric fence blocking their path. Not wanting to take risks, the group decides to turn back and find another safer route. Finally, they encounter a path guarded by a security guard. Medi steps forward trying to beg for help, but the man immediately points a machine gun at her and warns that they have trespassed on private property. At this moment, Justin steps forward to shield Medi and calmly explains that they are just looking for Medi's father, who disappeared while following a GPS signal in this area. The guard then asks them to wait and quickly informs Harvey. When he hears the news, Harvey realizes that this is a convenient opportunity to settle everything once and for all, so he allows the young people to enter the property. After a long walk, Medi and her friends see a gate more than 2 meters high. Medi immediately feels that something is wrong because the gate was clearly built to prevent some giant creature from escaping. She thinks it's best for the group to turn back. But before she can discuss it, Taylor is suddenly hit by a tranquilizer dart. Immediately after, Dale and Joel appear with tranquilizer guns in hand and immediately open fire on the panicking young friends who are running away. In just a moment, all of them are successively taken down by the tranquilizer darts. A few minutes later, the group is put into a car along with Chen, who was just found near the cabin. When Chen wakes up, he overhears the entire conversation between the henchmen. As Joel opens the car door, Chen uses all his strength to push him out and try to escape. Chen is quickly taken down by Dale with another shot. A moment later, the group all wake up simultaneously in the gloomy forest, unaware of where they are or why they were attacked. While searching, Medi discovers footprints embedded in the ground and is certain that they are her father's footprints. This proves that the group is still in this area. Not only that, they also see another footprint on the mud. But this time it appears to belong to an unknown giant creature. The fear that they have fallen into a trap makes the group try to escape, but the dense forest has no way out. Chen, in despair, abandons everyone. He runs alone into the forest. The group tries to call him back, but then Chen directly confronts one of the giant birds. It immediately brutally devours his head. Not stopping there, the second giant bird also appears, terrifying FJ. In horror, she panics and runs away alone while the terrifying creature follows closely behind. FJ continues to run until she finds shelter under a fallen tree. Everything suddenly becomes unusually quiet, making her cautiously look out to check if the path is safe. But surprisingly, the bird pecks through her head, giving FJ no chance to resist. The rest of the group continues to run until they reach a field. Taylor and Brad quickly climb a large tree, while Justin chooses another tree to climb. When it's Meddy's turn, while she is struggling, the giant bird reappears and attacks her leg. Fortunately, Justin is able to pull Meddy to safety. The four of them wait together, hoping the bird will give up and leave. While waiting, Taylor becomes annoyed seeing her boyfriend with his ex-girlfriend, so she tries to change the subject by asking Meddy what the giant creature is. Meddy believes they are prehistoric birds called terror birds, scientifically known as titanus. These were once predatory birds that existed thousands of years ago, but humans always believed they had long been extinct. Faced with this terrifying threat, the group has no choice but to stay in the tree until the path below is truly safe to escape. However, one of the birds returns and accidentally drops FJ's glasses, revealing the tragic fate that befell her friend. Dale and Joel drive to the scene of the shooting to scare away the birds. Then they force the group down and hold them captive in the middle of the field, waiting for the birds to finish them off. However, contrary to their expectations, two birds unexpectedly appear from behind, and in an instant, they tear Joel's head to pieces and devour him. Panicked, Dale runs away, giving Meddy and the others a chance to quickly climb into the car and escape into the forest. As they flee, they encounter a locked gate. Fortunately, the key is in the car, so Justin quickly gets out to open the gate. But before he can close it, the giant birds once again chase after Justin. The group tries to run, but the car quickly breaks down, forcing them to stop near an old warehouse. Justin begins to search for one of the keys to open the door, but none of them fit, and it is clearly only a matter of time before the birds arrive. As expected, the bloodthirsty creatures appear, forcing Brad to bravely grab an iron bar and fight the monsters alone. At that moment, Dale also appears holding a gun. One of them directly attacks him, the other attacks Brad with a fatal peck to the neck. Then it pecks straight through his heart, killing him instantly. As for Dale, in a panic, he charges straight into the electric fence and dies instantly. Finally, Justin finds the correct key, allowing the remaining three to enter. But right there, Harvey points a gun at them. In anger, Meddy immediately accuses him of murdering her father and swears to report him to the authorities. Harvey calmly replies that his only purpose is to preserve a seemingly extinct species and help them reproduce on this planet. As soon as he finishes speaking, Meddy quickly seizes the opportunity, flinging open the warehouse door, releasing the terror birds inside. The birds roar and lunge straight at him. While the giant birds continue their horrific meal, she rushes to Harvey's house, hoping to find a way to call for help. Thanks to that action, Justin and Meddy have the opportunity to escape into the warehouse, where they accidentally discover Harvey's secret laboratory. Justin quickly bandages Meddy's wound. Meddy chokes back tears, apologizing for accidentally putting everyone in this dangerous situation. At this moment, a giant bird is trying to break into the laboratory by all means. As for Taylor, she is forced to hide behind a tree, and fortunately the bird gives up and leaves. However, her hope of survival is still too fragile, because immediately after, a ferocious alligator brutally attacks Taylor. Not far away, a delivery man is unloading another shipment at Harvey's doorstep. But as soon as he opens the back door of the truck, he immediately becomes the next victim of the terror birds. Now only Meddy and Justin are the last survivors. They return to where Harvey was killed to retrieve his weapon. But at that moment, one of the two terror birds appears unexpectedly. Without thinking, Meddy immediately fires all the remaining bullets at the monster until it collapses and dies on the spot. However, the second bird immediately appears, and the gun is out of bullets, leaving the couple with no choice but to flee. Meddy and Justin quickly climb onto the roof of a tall enough warehouse where the bird cannot reach them. However, hiding is only temporary, and they are forced to find another way to escape. He comes up with an idea to record the monster's roar on his cell phone and then play it repeatedly before throwing the phone far away. Justin executes the plan, and at first the bird seems not to notice. But soon it is attracted and chases after the sound. Justin and Meddy immediately run to Harvey's house and find the delivery man's truck with his body lying next to it. They climb into the car, but when they check, they can't find the keys. Justin is forced to run outside and search the victim's pockets, but also finds nothing. Meanwhile, the giant bird has returned, forcing both of them to quickly get into the car and lock the doors. Although the windows are very strong, the bird still uses its terrifying strength to break them, but that impact accidentally causes the bunch of keys, which were clipped to the sun visor, to fall out. Not missing the opportunity, Justin quickly starts the car and drives straight towards the exit, but they are blocked by a sturdy steel gate. Unable to continue, they stop the car and search for something that can help them survive. Among the piled packages, Mehdi discovers a box full of explosives, so Justin immediately comes up with a plan. He bravely provokes the monster to attack him. The monster falls into the trap. Mehdi lights the fuse of the bomb and both quickly escape from the car. Immediately after, a violent explosion echoes, blowing the monster into 1,000 pieces. Finally, the couple escapes the pursuit of the terror birds that killed all their friends. However, they are unaware that deep in the forest, an egg has just hatched.